suck at guitar. Okay, I'm not that bad. I picked up guitar for the first time in middle school, and I do have rhythm, which helps. If you dream of becoming a rhythm guitar player, there are two types of guitarists in this world: lead guitar players and rhythm guitar players. Name one rhythm guitar player. Exactly. I cannot solo on the guitar, and what little soloing I can do, it definitely doesn't sound like this guy or this guy. I don't know, mans, my hands, they just don't feel that comfortable on this thing. I mean, maybe my hands are just a little too greasy on account of my love affair with potato chips. But I bought the Ableton Push 2 about 5 years ago, and I have had so much fun noodling around on this thing. At first, I was using it as a simple triggering interface with Ableton to trigger loops, and it was great for my live shows, which I would perform passionately alone in my room. But then I discovered this button called Note Mode, and I've worked my way all the way up, and now my performances look like this. They feel like this. I'm still in my room. How did I go about making this thing sound like this? Well, it's not perfect, but it's pretty damn close for a synth. And what's the secret sauce? Well, there's a few sauces. Let's start with guitar amp modelers. I'm using Guitar Rig from Kontakt, which is a paid plugin that makes whatever you put through it sound like a real amplifier with real effects. And there are a few free ones out there, like Ignite Amps by Emissary or Voxengo Boogex. I don't come up with these names. Now we need a fake clean guitar sound to pass through this fake amplifier and effects, just like a real guitar player would pass his real guitar through a real amplifier. I love this electric guitar sound from Arturia's Pigments. It's super clean and plucky, which is exactly what we want if we are trying to emulate a clean guitar before we add effects and amplification. This plugin costs money, but you can find free ones online, notably from Spitfire Labs, among others. And now my real guitar god axe sounds like this. What's truly incredible is I can now press Note Mode and then scale, and I'm looking at all of these preset scales, which covers almost any popular and even not so popular scale that you can think of. There's no setup, just turn the knobs and the pads will become these scales, which makes it way more fun because you can play the scale of your choosing, knowing that you won't accidentally play a note that is outside of that scale. Listen to the subtle differences as I cycle through some of these scales. I've had an absolute blast discovering what these scales sound like with such ease by simply gliding my fingers across these pads. And if you want to get really fancy, you can incorporate guitar player tendencies like adding squeaks between notes in post-production. Just don't film yourself while you're doing it. And the rest is in the performance, which, surprise, surprise, if you want to sound like a real guitar player, then you have to use real guitar player techniques. Play it like a guitar. You got to use hammer-ons, pull-offs, crazy bends, wheedly wheedlies. All the tricks of the trade that I know a lot about being terrible at on an actual guitar. And even if I had spent all this time practicing real guitar, I probably should have done that. Practice makes perfect. Bring it all together. Here's what you get.